Brother.
You know, I'll try to tell you my experiences, and you know, I wasn't anybody special. Still not. You know, I'm just saved now. That's the best feeling there is in the world, to be saved.
Bless you, brother.
And you know, but I'll get back. But August 8th, 2004, I turned 50 years old. And you know, I had back injury and off work, and it just. But anyway, my wife had a birthday party for me, and you know, some friends there and things. And of course, they took pictures, and you know, I look back at them pictures, and you know, there I was, 270-some pounds, long hair. You know, I just shaved what I want to, and you know, I didn't need people, I didn't need church. You know, my wife, she'd been in church for years, but you know, I had to go with her sometimes, and you know, just like most people, you know, you just, but I didn't listen. I didn't want nothing to do with it really. You know, but you know, after my birthday there, I got a lot of hurt in my chest and things, and you know, I didn't even know, but I had 2 heart attacks. Didn't even know. I wasn't even smart enough to know I had heart attacks. And you know, I kept telling the doctor, you know, something was wrong. And it took about 3 months to get into the heart specialist. And just as soon as he checked me, he said, "You gotta get that valve put in this thing." And you know, when they put you on a cold table, and he comes back and says, "You got to get in for triple bypass as soon as possible." And you know, 97% blockage and 3 in your main artery. And you know, right then, you know, I told him I didn't want nothing to do with that. And he said, "Well, you die." And you know, that's the first time in my life that I really thought about dying. And you know, it's a shame that we wait until we die, or you know, the day before. And you, but you know, I'll never forget what it felt like. You know, there's a bunch of people around you there, but you're all by yourself. I mean, it's just you, nobody else.
Bless the Lord.
You just, I say, it makes you feel terrible. You're all alone. But anyway, you got the surgeon all lined up. Right after first year of 2005, January. Went to the hospital in Columbus, had to be there real early. And you're just scared to death. I didn't ask anybody anything. And, you know, it's just terrible. But anyway, I went in for the surgery and things, and the doctor told me, you know, he knew I was great. And he told me, "Don't worry, I do, you know, bunches of them every day." And he said, "You'll be in 4 or 5 days and go right home." But, you know, I was in there 21 days. And, you know, I died 7 times while I was there. And, you know, it just, you know, people don't understand what it is to die. But, you know, when you die unsaved, it's like a heavy weight goes on you. It just pushes the air out. I mean, you do everything you can to breathe. Just get air. And then finally there it goes. And, you know, as soon as you die, your soul leaves your body. And you, there's so many things I didn't understand then. And there was, right in the middle of Columbus, you know, I'd go up first 3 times. And I couldn't figure out where I was at or what was how. I didn't realize I was dying really. And it just felt so funny. And, you know, I was all alone. I just kept looking around, and, you know, I could see through the walls. And, you know, I could, you know, see my wife out in the hall, and, you know, praying for me. And there was a good door and a bad door. And the good door was up higher, and the bad door was down lower. But, you know, each time I knew I wanted to go to that good door. And, you know, you could just look at it, and it was just so clean and white. And, you know, I wanted to go that way. But it kept pulling me to the other way. And, you know, 3 times I tried, and it kept pulling me back. And, you know, they kept bringing me back. And, you know, I could see them working on me. And sticking a big old needle in my heart and shocking me, bounced me off that bed. And, you know, I didn't understand. And, you know, I didn't say anything to my wife. The doctors, I just, you know, took it. Because, you know, I was big and strong. I didn't need anybody. And, you know, but I didn't know how important it is. And, you know, the 4th time, I was dead for 22 minutes. And, you know, it was all different that time. You know, just as soon as I died, you know, I was expecting to go them doors again, but there was this loud noise
No,
coming
Papa.
out. Cries and screams. You could smell it. Smelled real bad. And you know, they came for me. These demons, devils, monsters, whatever you want to call them. And you know, they took me, and we went through that bad door. And you know, I didn't want to go.
Bless your heart, Gary.
And you know, they took me way off right through the building. And it just happened so fast. I mean, you don't even, and you know, they threw me down this big hole. It's way off, I don't know. But it was all ragged and sharp. And you can feel them things biting and tearing at you. And you know, they hate you. And but you know, I fell, and you just get, and you can feel all that stuff. And you know, I grabbed hold, and I hung on as tight as I could. And you know, I looked around, there's a big door down there. And just so hot. And you know, the smell, and you could hear people screaming and crying. And you know, it's just, you know, I didn't want to be there at all. And you know,
Bless your heart, Gary.
but while I was hanging on, there was people going right by me, in bunches of them, and I couldn't understand why they didn't hold on. And you know, but anyway, I looked in, and there was a big door, a big drop off, and you know, there's holes down in there, and the rock or whatever it was, it looked real funny looking. It looked something like lava rocks or something. I don't know, but they had holes in them, and they had a bunch of places up closer to me there, and you, they would bring people out of the fire, and you could see them in the fire, and you know, our souls, they had to change so I would know who they was, what they looked like you do here, and you know, they brought them up, and it was people that I knew, people that I've worked with, and you know, family, close family members, and you know, they was right there. And you know, the looks on their faces, I'll never forget, you know, it's just so hard to remember that. And, you know, they had a place for me there. And, you know,
Bless your heart, Gary.
you know, as I looked, there was like a big tunnel, roadway around. And they was down there chipping them rocks. And, you know, making it bigger and throwing them in that fire. And it blazed way up. And, you know, it was like purple fire, blue and purple, and then real red and white, it was just a glow. And you know, as far as you could see, there was people down in the pits. And some of the great big and just clear full. There wasn't no room at all, but they had a place for me.